Welcome to part number 33 of Gran Turismo 5 B-Spec. This is the movie Chicane, and today we're doing the Turbo Challenge. You might notice something on the HUD in the main menu here. I have $2 million and I'm level 31. Well, after a 24-hour B-Spec grind, going through the UCD over and over and over and over again, I managed to find these two cars. Finally managed to find myself a Formula Gran Turismo, and yes, I know you can win one, but it's only a 33% chance of winning it, and I wanted to get this car and not deal with the possibility with losing it, you know, in the level 24 coupon. And I found this for later on as well, the Nissan R89C in the UCD. So there it is. But for the Turbo Challenge, I'm going to get in my disgusting GTR Black Mask and use it for the Turbo Challenge. So there it is. Painted it super black because why did they give us that GTR model? Why not a standard Spec V or an 07 model? I don't understand, PD. But anyways, it's besides the point. Expert Series. We got 2 races for the Turbo Challenge. Here it is. High Speed Ring and Monza. So for the first race, I think I'm going to have Kaz take the wheel. So this is our lineup, huh? A Legnum, a Soarer, a BMW, an Impreza, a GTR, well, a Skyline R32, a GTR, myself, a Supra, a Legacy. This is going to be a really easy race, isn't it? Well, according to the typical opponents list, you know, like the maximum performance points is about 520. And this car's 530. So I can't imagine this thing being way too OP. And on top of that, we're using the crappiest tire compound. So here we go. What's Kaz gonna do? Already up to 5th. The sister GTR R35 stuck behind the Impreza. Kaz dances his way into the lead. Alright, let's have him pace down a little bit. He's getting hot. Beckenbauer, I believe, is on softs. Yep. So if it becomes too difficult, I think we'll have Kaz just use soft tires. But he's doing a good job so far. So we need him to maintain his pace. The Impreza's giving him a challenge. Charles, alright. Thank you, buddy. So far, so good. Not holding on to the lead by much, but still holding on to the lead. Man, this is a tight race. We might need softs or even mediums for Monza, just because there's more areas to make mistakes. But damn, the competition here is fierce. Some good racing overall by everyone. Beckenbauer and Kaz are just going wheel to wheel. He's still holding the lead. Let's have him pace down a little bit. Just need the boy to relax. Man, he's doing an excellent job. What a great job he's doing. Okay, things are starting to sort out a little bit. stretching his gap just a little bit. Well, he's increasing his gap even more, which is good. That's exactly what we want. Where's third place? Where's Charles? Oh wow, he's dealing with the BMW and the GTR. Those cars are obviously modded. Those do not sound like stock mufflers. No siree. We just need him to keep on maintaining that pace. What a nice camera angle. Seriously, like, what a great camera angle that is. I love seeing the cars just, like, the cars looking sideways. Like, I know it's banking, of course, but still, the camera angle is, like, to the side, and with the steep banking, it looks so wicked. Well, Kaz is still doing a good job. Still need him to maintain this pace. Alright. Alright, Kaz. Opening up the gap even though you're on hard compound tires. Good job. Beckenbauer might be relaxing a bit. Yeah, Beckenbauer is just chilling right now. Boyer and Charles could work with each other, catch up to Beckenbauer. But right now, Kaz is just pulling away. We need him to increase the pace even more. Alright, so nearly at the halfway distance. Just one more lap to go before the official halfway distance is reached. And, yeah, I mean, this race is kind of long, but at the same time, these are fast cars. And the Turbo Challenge is more about speed than anything. Kind of like a mini Like the Wind, I guess. For a lack of a better comparison. Beckenbauer still relaxing. You know, let's give some love to the guys in the back. The Legnum, who started first, all the way in the back. Poor wagon. Sorer that was up there as well. Man, these cars sound terrible. Ooh, Kaz is starting to relax. No, Kaz. Pick up the pace, please. So Boyer is right on his gearbox. Right behind him. Beckenbauer is starting to increase his pace a little bit. But maybe Boyer can get him in turn one. Let's find out. I know I had to interrupt the battle there, but we got to make him increase his pace. Ah, he backed out. Backed out too much. He's giving him room to breathe. Man, Kaz is taking a really wide line through there. so he's still looking good. This Legnum sounds so bad. Sounds like a garbage disposal. Jeez. I mean, GT Sports audio for cars, I mean, it's a lot better now. But man, these were the dark days for car sounds. And again, I mean, car sounds don't make the game bad anyways. I guess it's just funny to compare. Charles fell back to 5th. That early promise is pretty much gone. Gotta love these two cars battling, the two Subis. I'm honestly surprised the Legacy is ahead. So just pace up a little bit more, cause I want him to stay around like the 75% mark for the red zone. That's more of an ideal pace. I miss High Speed Ring as well, dude. All these tracks are so amazing. Like, part of me is hoping they bring it back in sport, but I don't know, man. I hope they didn't just get rid of them, kind of like how Forza got rid of a lot of their like original tracks, like New York or Alpine Ring, Rio, well, the old Rio, Blue Mountain, Sunset Peninsula, places like those, man. There was like original tracks is what made those games so good, and Gran Turismo as well. And I get it, you know, GT Sports, GT Sport, but you know, Majora and Dragon Trail, they're not real tracks to begin with. Well, 2 laps to go. Kaz has a monstrous lead over the other guys. 8 seconds. That's pretty huge. Because he's been the fastest guy. I mean, I've been commanding him to drive fast. While Beckenbauer has been relaxing and then dealing with the pressure from Boyer the entire day. Move on the inside for second. Nicely done, Boyer. So just maintain the pace. That's all we need from you, Kaz. There we go. Nice and steady. What a beautiful replay angle. Oops. What's up, Mikhail? Final lap. One more lap for Kaz to go. Sorry about the missed call. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm going to have you on for the Grand Valley 300 anyways, so it don't matter. Like I said, I'm doing the Turbo Challenge first. Alright, Beckenbauer. Oh, he got the lead back, or second place back. Okay. You know, Kaz pretty much won the race, so let's just focus on the second place battle. I'm going for Boyer. Then again, it could be a Nissan 1-2, but I don't really care about that. Beckenbauer doesn't deserve that second place after he's been just cruising the entire day. And I think the fight at this point, I mean, Beckenbauer is starting to increase his pace. That GTR is monstrous compared to the BMW. So I think the fight for second's pretty much over. Let's take a look at the rest of the field, shall we? Charles and Cano. And that fight's pretty much over as well. But here we go. Kaz wins a high-speed ring. GTR 1-2. And just absolute domination from Kaz. From Gran Turismo Dad himself. Well, Kaz is now level 24 and he's still feeling good. That's great. Alright, so race number 2 takes place at Monza, and let's go ahead and load that up. Hopefully the other drivers are starting to feel a little bit better, because I want everyone to feel at least okay before I do the GV300. Vargas is feeling good. Rossi's down. Fernandez is... okay. Interesting. For this race, I'm going to have Fernandez take the wheel. I know he's not feeling good, but whatever. Suck it up, buddy. Okay, the Lotus Esprit. That could be a car to look out for. Okay, so that's the only, like, non-Japanese... oh, actually, there's an RS6. Okay, there's 2 RS6s. The 2 German cars, a British car, and then the rest of them are all Japanese cars. Interesting, okay. Interesting lineup. I think this race is going to be really easy. But we'll see. Cursed by the black screen once again. And here we go. The all-wheel drive should help with the launch. But he can get stuck behind these cars. Come on, Adrian. Get around these cars. Nicely done. Turn 1 pass, maybe? Wow, the whole field is bunched up right now. I like that Mazda Speed 6, or a Tenza as it's known in this game. Just slow down the pace. We don't want you to die in the chicane, Adrian. Yeah, I knew that Lotus was going to be really tough to fight. Who knows? It could be easy for Fernandez to beat. We don't know that. The race just got underway, after all. So I want him to lower his pace a little bit, so that way he's not too hot. Like we mentioned in high speed ring, we want him around 75%. I mean, if Graves pulls a huge gap, you know, he could cool down. That is the payoff here, you know, like, he could just be relaxing. Fernandez can sneak up on him, overtake him, race is over. But no, Fernandez is doing a good job despite having harder compound tires than the other guys. He's still keeping up with first place. Okay, that's like the perfect pace I want Fernandez to keep. How fast is the other car going? Okay, we're going faster than him on the straightaway. Hey, Tosh, how's it going? Perfect out of turn 2. Perfectly done. Outside pass in the works? Nope. He slots behind him. I can't get the job done. Marvin, you're the man, thanks. Well, he is the man, but I'm not sure what you're thanking him for. Okay, Graves is cooling down a little bit. No, I'm too far back to command Fernandez to pass in the Scari. Hey, Hot Noodles, how's it going, dude? Almost done with the Turbo Challenge, and afterwards, Grand Valley 300 time with Mikhail co-commentating. Oh, Adrian, don't go too wide, please. Just keep it nice and steady. I mean, he should be able to get him in turn 1. He's much faster out of the Parabolica than the Lotus is. Oh, Noodles, you got F1 2018? Okay, how fast is he going? Roughly the same speed, but he has a tow. If he can just close the gap a little bit more. No, not close enough. Darn. Marvin talked to you through your Elgato nightmare tonight? Good, good. I'm glad to hear that, man. Yeah, sorry I wasn't much of assistance. I mean, you know, the thing is you really can't hear both your... Well, you can't hear both your PC and your Elgato with just one headset. Well, I think that's what your issue was, Tosh. But yeah, I'm glad you got it sorted out. Ooh. Went kind of wide. Then again, I put Fernandez in the seat when he wasn't feeling that good. So I can't expect fireworks from this guy. Dude, what's with the new GT Sport update ruining everyone's game? I don't understand. Like, I was having connection problems today with games. Arthur was having connection problems. Mikhail was having connection problems. Cool G was having connection problems. You're having issues with your wheel. Rhino GT4 can't even get past the damn loading the video or whatever. The game crashes every time he plays it. He can't even get into the menu. It's so frustrating, seriously. Is Graves starting to cool down? Yes, he is. So we reached the halfway point of the race. Now it's time for Fernandez to start pushing hard. It's like Oprah. Oh, you said opera. I was like, wait, the internet browser? But then when you mentioned, everyone, you get a connection issue. You get a connection issue. Everyone under your chair. Yes, I did, Marvin. I did. I was laughing my ass off because of how wide the turn 1 chicane was and how tight Ascari and Parabolica was in GTA 5. Autocorrect. I think the new tire model ruined your wheel. Everyone here is a mod. Oh, you might be one day. I mean, really, I know Marvin and Mikhail in real life, and in Noodles, he's been around since the very beginning. My criteria for becoming a mod is this. You know, if you're, number one, if you're respectful and you're cool, you don't cause issues, if you've been here for a long time, or you're automatically in as a mod if I know you in real life. Fernandez has been close to Graves now. He has a draft coming out of the Parabolica. I think he can get him in turn 1 right now. Ooh, nice, Noodles. What was the car? Oh, I remember the first car I ever driven. A Mazda MPV van. I was 13 years old when I first drove. Exactly, like, I would say it felt so strange when I was driving it. Like, the steering wheel was so bad. Like, my dad was just like driving around the parking lot. That's the first time I ever driven. And I was pretty scared. And then officially, like, to practice for my license, Honda Civic, 2003 Honda Civic, Subaru Impreza, nice. Hatch, nice, dude. Fernandez, you gotta push, dude. You're letting Graves get away. Screw it, I'm telling him to pick up the pace. Is Graves calming down now? He's starting to a little bit. Like, he had him in turn 1, but he just didn't push hard enough. Screw it, I'm telling Fernandez to just go for it. I mean, I'm kind of running out of options. I mean, I let him cool down. He didn't go for it in turn 1 when he had the chance. Now I'm just telling him push. I don't care. F1 2018 is so much fun. That's good to hear, dude. Nice. Final lap. Come on, Fernandez. You have one more lap to go. One more shot. I really just want to get to the next race already. Come on, complete the pass. Yes! Nicely done, dude. Such a challenge. Yeah, and I like challenges. Nice. I like challenges too, my friend. Come on, Adrian, you got this. Come on, show everyone on YouTube why you're a 10-time winner in kart and the 2000 kart runner-up. Pushing hard to the point where he hit the rear of the car. I know, right? I'm kind of nervous because I feel like he's going to screw up any minute now. Graves is starting to cool down quite a bit. Okay, please don't slow down too much. Oh, pick up the pace. Come on. Awesome, awesome, awesome racing, Fernandez. Good job, buddy. Bring it home. Nice. That was really nice. I didn't think he was going to win it, but okay, that little turn 1 pass was good. Awesome. Well, he did it. 36,000, some more XP that gives me like a minuscule amount. He's still not feeling that good, but whatever. Who cares? Because it's all about the team boss's feelings, right? If you don't perform, you get the Flynn and Maldonado treatment. Boot from the team. Okay, so... Damn, everyone's still feeling pretty bad. Alright, well... There's only one way to remedy that. You're going to Bathurst? Dude, that's awesome! Really? A Honda City? Really? I get it, it's a turbo car, but... This is an extreme event. Why do we get a Honda City? At this point of the game. I mean, I like this car, but couldn't we get something better? Cause strikes again. TMC is sad now. Misses old music. Pretty much, guys. That's pretty much the deal. Alright, before we end the segment, let's go ahead and take a look at our Honda City. Wow, this thing's really lightweight. 735 kilos. Wow. Alright, so next time on Gran Turismo 5 B-Spec, we're going to do the first endurance of our playthrough, which is the Grand Valley 300. So stay tuned for that.